Hello everyone. For those of you watching and who might not know who I am Kimberley, and I channel the beings of the light, and these are beings from the divine and galactic realms of light. So today we're actually having a special event where I'll be trance channeling Gaia. So Gaia represents our earth and all the elements that are on earth, and we are also part of Gaia as we are on earth. So today she wants to come forth and discuss many things, and she also wants to bring forth her ascension and healing coded mantra songs. These will actually be channeled through me through mantra songs, and I did this yesterday. It's very, very powerful, and I was on an energetic high for most of the day. So these are very, very powerful. So I'm very excited to bring these forth for you. And welcome participants. We have also a participant that's actually off camera at the moment as well. She'll also be participating through chat. All right, so I'm going to go now into trance channel, and when I open my eyes again, it will be Gaia. All right, so we'll see you on the other side. Hello, I am Gaia. I'm very pleased to come through this way. I am with you always. You are part of us. We are one with you. You are part of this world as I am part of you. You chose to come here to reincarnate in your language on this world. Though many of you do not realize your connection with us, we are part of the one. We are a vital energy source to you. We assist you connect to the oneness of all that is. Some of you feel this when you go out into my elements, when you feel the air touch your face, when you feel the water going over your skin, when you touch the earth, when you touch fauna. We are all part of you, and you feel this energy as you go within our elements. We are giving you codes, and these codes allow you to remember who you are. We are here to assist you in your evolution. Many of you do know this in your native peoples of the world. But in many cultures, such as Western cultures, this knowledge has not been made much aware. And it is time for you to recognize this power, as it is the new earth. And we are all coming forth in direct manners to assist you in every way possible. We do come with love. As always, we are part of Source. We are part of the One. We are part of you, and we love you, and we thank you. Hello, my dear children that is watching this.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, my child. We see you are holding the child of the earth.
Bijou.
You are all one. You are all connected to all the beings on the earth. They are part of me. They are part of you. And you feel this. You feel the love coming from this. They assist you. They connect you more to your heart center. They allow you to remember what is unconditional love. They allow you to remember the joy of the innate nature of who you are.
I do. I love it, Gaia. I think you are so beautiful. And I love connecting with you and going hiking and seeing all of Earth. And it's just so beautiful. So I just wanted to thank you as Isabel in this incarnation, that I really appreciate you.
And we appreciate you. And you have the awareness of me and all my elements. And this is all we seek. We all seek for you to have this awareness so you can connect more with us. You all have the ability to connect directly with me and my elements. Some of you doubt the connection, but if you allow your belief system to go there, you will hear messages from us. Some of this may shock you. The channel that I'm coming through, Kimberley, she had shock when she had trees talking to her. And it's a natural process. It's out of the ordinary, especially in this world of, we would say, channeling these non-physical beings and entities. You are familiar with many of them, such as angels, but some of you are not familiar with the elemental kingdom that is my elements. We are all here for you. We all have ancient wisdom for you. We have been here from the beginning. We show you a unique perspective, being part of this world, being part of the same world that you are on. No matter where you are on earth, you have access to some form of element. Even if you live in a crowded city, there will be some land there to access, even if it is just the wind on your face. We ask you to feel the sensations of all the elements on your skin. Feel the elements. Feel the energy. Once you go more quiet, go more within and practice this, you will be able to hear our messages if you're in the present, if you are still enough, if you believe. Many of you do not have the belief system that this is possible, but it is. We are all here for you. In nature, we all exist, the infinite intelligence to assist you, to guide you. When you feel lost, when you need to feel more connected, just connect with us and we will assist you in that process. And do you have any questions?
So I think in our society, crystals are accepted more readily. And I personally feel the difference between different crystals or different stones or different rocks. And I think it's because everything vibrates uniquely. So, I'm touching a similar crystal, a different piece of quartz could have a different energy because it's unique. Or would it have a similar energy?
So the crystals from the earth have certain vibrations within them. And these certain vibrations are similar to that same form of crystal. However, these vibrations are altered by factors such as the human touch, we would say, such as different elements interacting with these energies. And this is why some of you already know about the importance of cleansing crystals, as whatever touches the crystal, it absorbs that energy into the crystal, changes that vibration that initially was instilled in the crystal, you see. So yes, crystals have many powerful benefits. They have certain vibrations that assist you in your connection. But just be knowing that these crystals may not be of the pure energy, depending on where the crystal has been. So we advise ways to clean the crystals is to immerse it under the full moon light. The energy of the full moon will cleanse the crystal. As well as this, running it under cold running water assists in this process also. But the most powerful process is for it to be under full moonlight.
Gaia, why the moon and not the sun?
The moon has different frequencies compared to the sun. When the sun is out during the day, of course, it also has energy. The sun can recharge the crystals, however, it does not cleanse the crystals. It is to do with certain energy codes that comes from the moon, especially from the full moon light. As the full moon, as we are coming forth today, as I guided Kimberley to come forth in this full moon, each stage of the moon has different effects on the elements. You are an element as you are part of the world. And the full moon light has a different, we would say, chemical reaction, a deep cleansing effect on crystals, just as it has an effect on you, my beloveds. Those of you who are sensitive to it feel this.
So I think in our society, we've worshipped the moon, and we've noticed the tides of the water in the moon. But science says it's the sun reflecting on the moon. But does the I sense that the moon has its own spirit and its own energy. Whether the sun is reflecting on it or not, it would have its own energy emitting. Am I sensing that correctly?
That is correct. Everything you see has a force. This force, you can name it as a being of the light. The force is an infinite intelligence system. So yes, the moon and the sun have infinite intelligence systems attached to them. But as always, everything is part of the one. There is no need to separate the differences. Just know that there is infinite intelligence in all the elements, in everything you see. There is much here you do not realize. Everything that exists has an infinite intelligence behind it. It is part of a grand system, grand connections. Connects everything here on this world. It connects to you and all that inhabits this earth. But all the connections that exists here connects in the web of the universe. It connects beyond. It connects to other worlds, other universes and beyond. There is a fabric of connection. And to allow this fabric of connections is that in everything exists infinite intelligence systems that connects these effortlessly, and they all flow, and everything appears the way it is supposed to be for your evolution. But things are changing. It is the new earth, and many of you are understanding what is behind the so-called veil. You are understanding and being aware of the connections within the system. It is a very exciting time to be here on this world, and you chose to be here on this world to remember. Those of you watching, you chose to remember. You would not be here otherwise. You were drawn to these teachings because you recognize there is something within you. You recognize there is much more. You recognize you are much more. This is your inner self, what you call source self. This is the calling to remember who you are. Many of you have certain gifts that are recognized, but you all have gifts that are unrecognized. All of you watching this are a light worker in your terminology in some form or another. You are here to assist in the remembering process, whether that is in your language, grand or not. You all have an important part to play. Even if it is just being the light, shining the light on others to allow others to remember their true light. There are many different forms of light workers, whether it is to assist humanity or whether to assist humanity through Gaia, through the elements. There are many different forms. And while you're on this journey, you will discover more of who you are and why you chose to come here on Earth. And we are here to assist you in that process.
So, Gaia, so in the Western world, there is a lot of chemicals in pharmaceuticals, which took the molecules, they figured out the molecules in the plants, right? And there's different paths. Some will take pills, some will eat plants-based medicine. Can you elaborate a little more about that on your perspective of plant-based versus chemicals versus pharmaceuticals? Because I would think it's still all source energy because it's all one.
Everything is happening the way it's supposed to be. We understand there is much, we would say, frustration about what is occurring in relation to synthetic drugs. The native peoples of your world know about this knowledge. Everything you need to exist here come from the elements. But your society is different. It is based on what you call capitalism and all different structures. But you're at the evolution now where things are starting to change on a societal level. Everything that you need, all the medicine that you need, the nutrients, everything is from the earth. It is all here for you. This is why we are here. We are here to assist you in every single way, even replenish the body and heal the body. It is all here. It is all contained with the elements. But because you chose not to remember at this point of time, many of you, your connection with us, you believed you should look elsewhere for the cure, look elsewhere to gain the things that sustains the body in your perspective. This is based on an illusion. It is an illusion you chose to explore. So in this perspective, there is no wrong and there is no right. You chose this for a reason. Your society is where it is at for a reason. But you're at the precipice now, and many of you are recognize the essential nature of nutrients from the earth, medicines derived from the earth. And to supplement this, there are different forms of, we would say, natural healing that utilizes universal forces and energies. If you knew all this, there would be nothing synthetic you would need on your world. But your belief systems on your planet do not allow this to happen just yet. Your belief systems means that you now still need these synthetic medicines. Once you become more aware that you do not need these things, you'll see it reduce in your society. Already, many of you are aware of natural therapies, things that heal the body. Many of you do not know the cause of it, so you seek for external, authentic, you would say, synthetic medication to assist in the ailment. However, it is not healing you. In some cases, it is making it worse. It is masking the issue, what needs to be looked at. Everything within the body, every ill that is in the body that you experience, stems from an energetic effect. It stems from something within your being that energetically is off balance. It is all based on thought systems, beliefs, fears. It manifests in an energetic way within the body. It causes blockages. It causes you to feel like you're disconnected from yourself. And this manifests into physical illness. It is divine intelligence. Your body is telling you there is something wrong here. But in fact, it is nothing wrong. It is just showing you, if you want to evolve, if you want to ascend, that there are things that need to be looked at. This is all that's going on here. If you choose to see what is going on there, there are natural remedies, healing systems that assists in the process, that assists in reducing the symptoms while you analyze, we would say in your terminology, while you discover what is going on. But of course, because the collective is not there yet, Western medicine is still needed to match your belief systems. Does this make sense, my dear?
It does. Thank you.
Well, we love you dearly. And we all want you to ascend, but it is your choice. It's always been your choice. And we are here to assist you in this transition because it is the new earth. And some of you are remembering and some of you are frightened. Some of you are confused because you are now realizing there is a veil of illusion. You feel disillusioned, some of you. You feel like you do not belong. This is why in this transitional time, we're assisting you in this direct information. We have always been there, But it is the time where this information now is coming out in a direct way to assist you in this transition. But please know there is no wrong. And for those people and companies and society that is still on this old approach, using synthetic medicines, and in your view, poison food, it is all meant to happen. It is part of the evolutionary journey. It is part of their journey. It is part of your journey to shine light. Not to shine light that there is wrong and right, but to shine light on other alternatives. We see many people that speak out in our name, but some people speak out, cause fear. Of course, this is not their intention. But we do not come here to instill fear, as there is no wrong and there is no right. It is about just showing the alternative. That is all. Showing that there were other means out there. That there are other ways of healing, other ways of gaining nutrients. Your society will change when it is ready. It is slowly going there now. The collective is at a point where it's tipping over to more of the collective now. The majority of the collective is on the precipice of seeing the new earth. But many of you have already joined the new earth. It is happening on an individual level, but it will eventually grow to include your full society when the time is right, of course. Do you have any more questions?
Okay, so crystals are very popular in our society. We talked about plants and synthetics. You know what we don't talk about that has been forgotten? Water. The power of water. I think society just kind of just expects it to be there. And I don't know. I just think that old esoteric knowledge understood the power of water.
That is correct. With all my elements, they are powerful in their own way. However, water has been there from the beginning. You see, there's a microcosm occurring. You may not realize. You are a microcosm of the universe. You are a microcosm of source. You are a microcosm of the elements. Your world contains, in your science fields, roughly around 70% water. Isn't that interesting that you also hold 70% water? Can you see the divine creation here? Can't you see that you are the microcosm of Earth, the universe, of God, which you call source, of all that is?
So wait. Gaia, so you're saying 70% of Earth is water and our bodies contain 70% of water. Are you saying that the universe contains 70% of water?
We are saying, of course, the universe consists of different materials, we would say.
Okay.
So, but the universe represents who we are. The universe represents source, and you are source. The universe has different materials, we would say, and these materials, like ether, exists within you. The energy that exists within you, stardust. You are stardust. You are the universe. You are all. You reincarnated on this world. Your physical body is part of me. Your physical body contains the microcosm of Earth because you came here to experience life in this physical body. There were all different, we would say, microcosms existing throughout all the dimensions, through all your existence, much more than we could ever go into today. However, just know you are a divine creation, and water is divine. Water contains much energy, much power. Water is fluid. Within this fluidity contains codes. When you float in this water, you feel the connection. You can submerge yourself in this connection. In ancient times, in what you would call ancient times, water was used as a transmitter to assist in connection to the divine, to the molecules of water. Much science has studied water in your modern times. With water, it can be coded. Some of your natural medicines contain certain frequencies to assist in your healing. This is evidence of just how water can be changed and coded to assist you in your evolution and your healing. Such is how energy works, and alternate therapies affects the water within you. And because you're a majority of water, this affects the healing of your body. Can you see?
So for the first time, I got the idea that I can change the temperature of water by thought, and that was possible because I had done it before. Then I got the thought that water was one of the easiest elements to play with.
Well, that is correct. Water is more easily accessible to you. And because there is much already studied on this water, this assists you in your belief systems. But because there's not much research on other elements, those belief systems do not allow you to connect as much as it does to connect to water, you see. So yes, technically you can change all the elements. All the elements can be coded, especially water. You already know some of your science people that have been here, such as Emoto. He has studied what water is, and he has changed the frequency of water, and he has seen scientifically the effects of that. This will give you evidence of how water can change. And of course, your energy, much of energy can be felt as heat. So if you give enough energy to water, then yes, technically it can change the temperature. But it's all about belief systems here. One step at a time, you see. Your belief systems have to allow your mind to know that it is possible. But all is possible. If you have the belief, if you have the thought it is possible, then it is so.
So I read that Yeshua, or Jesus, turned water into wine, that it was taught by his father, Joseph, and that everything has an intelligence, which is what you were explaining earlier. So if you had the belief that water, if you connected with the energy or the intelligence of water and truly believed that it could turn to wine, that's how Yeshua did it.
Yeshua had certain abilities that you all can gain. He had the direct assistance of the divine. But yes, through different processes. It is different, though, to your biblical, we would say, history. However, it was to prove in that story that it is possible to change the water. We will not go into it too much here, but just know a lot of those, we would say, stories are metaphors, but that water can be changed.
It's to open up our minds and our perceptions that there's much more going on than we see.
That is correct. But there is proof. You have the proof in your science community that frequency changes the molecules of water. So imagine if you use that on yourself. What if you used kind words to yourself? Everything that you say is a code, and it codes the body. Do you want to code your body with more limiting beliefs? Or do you want to code your body with more love and oneness? This is at the foundation of illness, because water is coded, and because your body consists of water, the water molecules change from the energy that is absorbed from the codes within your being. This also manifests in the physical illness, and also the water within your being, within your body, changes. It changes the composition. There's much going on within your body, but your body is part of the earth. Your body represents all the elements, like we said. It is a microcosm. Once you understand that your body is also infinite intelligence, then you will have total control of your wellness. In this part of the session, I would like to come forth with my song. My song that'll come through Kimberley will assist you. These codes that come forth will assist. And we would say, allowing the water molecules within you to form back to its divine nature more and more. This will assist you in your healing. This will assist you in your connection with the earth. So we ask you and all of you watching to simply close your eyes and allow these codes to take effect. I will get Kimberley to close her eyes. For those of you who feel these effects, you may stay in this energy. Some of you feel like you need to be still with this energy. Whatever you're inspired to do in this moment, we ask you to do that. These codes will be felt differently, those experience it. Some of you may feel tired, some of you may feel energized. For those who are ready, you will feel more of the connection to the oneness that is you and all that is. Is there any more questions?
I love her song. No, thank you, Gaia. Thank you so much for doing this.
It is our pleasure. And we love you so dearly, all of you. We ask you to practice connecting to us. We are you. Recognize that you are more than this body. However, you chose this body for a reason. Do not disregard your body. Do not just see it as nothing but a shell. This shell that you speak of, this shell is also infinite intelligence. It is part of the earth. You chose this shell to experience life here for a reason. This body assists you in your evolution also. It guides you. It shows you what is needed for the next step of your evolutionary journey. If you do not listen to the body, this is when you will experience dis-ease. It is a dis-ease in the body. You are coming out of alignment. Once you know that there is dis-ease, once you are aware there is much going on beyond what you call the physical illness, then you can fully empower your life. We ask you to remember that all the elements and everything that's from the earth also has infinite intelligence. Therefore, the foods that you eat, the food that is grown within the earth, these foods also have certain codes because these codes are part of the one. It is from the elements. It is from the earth. It is for you, for your nourishment. Everything is provided for you on this earth to evolve. Now is the time to remember this wisdom, this infinite intelligence that exists on your world. It is everywhere. Some of you see your existence here on earth possibly as a waste of time. Some of you are aware of other lives or other realities and you wish to go there. You see what is happening in your society and you wish you were not here. You wish you were someone else. You wish you were another system. You wish you were in another evolved world. But can't you see that there is much going on here? You are a master. This is why you are here. You do not see the effects of it in your grander society, but it is changing. You chose to come here to assist in this transition. Why would you want to be anywhere else? This is the most exciting time to be here in all human evolution. Although you see in society, it may not be going that way, but you see things need to occur on the world for it to change the direction you see. Contrast is experienced so it can be changed and birth a new direction. It is all happening with a divine purpose. So you watching this, you are special. You came here to assist in the transition. You may feel little, but you are not. You are advanced. You have just forgotten your gifts. Connecting with me and all my elements will assist you in the remembering. And we love you and everyone that is watching this. It is the full moon in many of your time zones. We ask you to bathe in this light. This light contains certain codes that will assist you. Some of you feel sensitive on full moons. It's because you're sensitive to energy. Those of you watching this, many of you are such sensitives. It's because, as you know, the full moon affects the tides, affects the water on this world. You are water. You are majority of this element. Therefore, the moon also affects you. But the moon, the light, especially in the full moon, has certain information that assists in your evolution. Certain codes come through, just like the song that I sung. Set your intentions. What do you wish to feel? What do you wish to experience? These codes are cleansing. These codes energize you and assist in your alignment. It may affect you differently depending on the codes that are coming down in that particular full moon cycle. There is much intelligence in all that you experience on Earth. And we look forward to connecting more with you in more direct ways. Farewell.
Bye.
I'm back. Oof.
So cool.
I need to ground myself. It is very strong. It's especially with the codes. How did you experience it?
Oh, I was tingly all over.
Ooh, and really need to grind. Very, very powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, she's strong. She's very strong.
Okay, well, we'll leave this video here. So for those that are watching, you can join these conversations. There are many different options here. So we have found on YouTube, Beings of the Light with Kimberley, live channelings. On Facebook, we have a group community and a Facebook page. And more recently, we have a Patreon community, where that's patreon.com/Beings of Light with Kimberley, where you can actually interact with certain contact live and exclusive content. All right, I think it's time for me to ground myself and drink some more water. So farewell, everybody's listening. Until next time.
Bye.